Hello again, YouTubers. I'm actually just making a whole bunch of videos now because I am so behind on all my video making, so I'm gonna, while I have the time and the daylight is still here, because as you can see, my lighting situation is not really ideal, and I do want to make it better, but I'm not quite sure on how, because daylight is something we don't have an awful lot of here in Denmark right now. We have about maybe 6 to 7 hours of it each day. And most of the time it's really cloudy, so that means that the quality of daylight is really poor. But anyway, on with the video. As promised, I'm gonna do review videos on all the stuff that I got in my Christmas haul, or at least as much of it as I can get around to doing videos on. Those of you who've tuned in will see that I recently did a video on my Hanamichi palette from NARS, and now I'm gonna make one of the Dream in Full Color palette from Stila that I've used a few times now. I haven't used, it's not the thing I reach for the most, but it is actually quite practical to have a lot of different colors in one palette that you can just use, because they are quite versatile, and the ones that I did use, I've mostly used these, like the blue ones here, and the sort of metallics here, and the browns over here. So I've used like maybe half of them, thereabouts. And I found them quite easy to work with, quite easy to use. Some of them that are a bit more glittery have quite a bit of fallout, but that can be cleaned up after applying it. The matte colors I haven't really tested out that much, because usually when I use matte colors I use just something else. It's just force of habit, I think. But I have actually tested them out, and I have done a few of the looks that were in this little book that came with the palette. And I've also tested out the blushes that are round the edges. And I would say all in all, for the price, which was about, what was it? I think it retails in the US for about $30, maybe $32, something like that. For that, you actually get quite a lot of product, even though the smaller ones in the center of the flower are quite small. The bigger ones that you would probably tend to use more, because they're sort of more pale and neutral colors. They contain a lot more color, and the center one, of course, which is their most popular color ever made, Kitten, is pretty big also. And you see, I've used mine quite a few times actually, and I've not even made a dent in it. So yeah, I think you probably get pretty good value for your money. Plus that I was on the Stila website looking at their single eyeshadows, and there's a lot of these that you just can't find in single eyeshadow form. So that means that you actually get a lot of colors that they would probably not have as single eyeshadows either. Plus they make it super easy for you, because you just, go from the center outwards and you just follow the flower, and then you get the sort of colors that they think go together, at least. I mean, you can always mix and match however you want, but they make it super easy for those who maybe are not so sure how to put it together, or how it works when you use more than one or two colors. So I would say very user friendly, very good quality overall. Only problem is shape. It doesn't fit anywhere. Shape and size is a nightmare, more or less. But you make do. And I would say overall this is a really good product, and I'm happy I bought it. And you definitely get value for money, especially because you not only get this, but you also get what is it? You also get one of these what's it called? Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliners in black. It's called Stingray, their color selection for some reason, but it is black, and it's one of their best-selling eyeliners ever. I've tried using this both on the waterline and just on my lower lash line and my upper lash line. Does not work on on like your waterline. I can tell you that much. Does not work for that. It will smudge off within like 5 to 10 minutes. It will, and you will need to retouch every half hour at least. So do not use it for that. Use it for like lining your eyes, your lower lash line, not waterline. And I would probably also refrain from using it on my lower lash line, because if there's even a little bit of moisture near this, it will smudge. But other than that, it's actually pretty good. It does last, and it is very black, which is an advantage, of course. It's not gray in any way or any other like tone that's like hiding there. It is completely black, so advantage. And you get all that for like 30 something dollars. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I highly recommend this if you can still get it. I know several online stores still have it. So yeah, go get it. Go get it. Bye.